Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo and I am here for 80 Shikshu episode 23. And that makes me very happy. We're here at the end of this show and it seems to have wrapped mostly in an excellent way. A few things that I'm aware of moving forward. One, this is not the end. The show must go on, and it might. Two, that was actually almost all of it. That was most of what I had there, actually. Let's talk comments. Vita Winter. I interpreted the survival of our squad as a necessary lesson for Sheen, who convinced himself that they were dead. We were diving deep into his mental state, so it makes sense that from his POV, it looked to us like they were dying. But this time, unlike episode 11, the show was not trying to pull one on us viewers. In fact, I'd argue that only Raiden's death seemed miraculous. Everyone else's is reasonable, even Kurena's. Yeah, that's true. I'll admit it. And this goes on to talk about, thematically to me, the plot was conveying that when you wholeheartedly believe in some kind of narrative, you see reality through a lens. You're subconsciously trying to bend it to fit this narrative, and in this case, Sheen's narrative is everyone dies and I'm the only one who fights, which is very literally something that I said. Like, this is Sheen's story. He fights alone at the end, and he has to fight alone at the end because we all fight alone at the end. It's the way that it goes, and that's exactly what he believes, but he's wrong, and his wrongness is what saves him, right? The fact that there are others is what saves him. The fact that they're still there for him is what saves him. And that's pretty great. Okay. More of the same. Skye Fox comments on 4950. I saw this scene opposite of you since it starts with Sheen standing over Kiri, but it flips to Sheen on his knees and Kiri turning away. Sheen is desperately trying to keep hold, the only goal that he has, his only motivation for moving forward, until he loses it and is thrown back into a listless limbo. Perfect. Yep, accurate. I think I misinterpreted that one, and I prefer your interpretation of that scene as well. Very first question, there are some moments where you step back and think to yourself, this is why I am watching anime. This episode was one of those moments for me. Fuck yeah. The build-up to make Sheen lose all hope and hit rock bottom last episode, leading up to this insanely directed emotional turmoil inside Sheen's head. Then comes the Lena conversation, both finally standing on the same field as equals, which Lena always dreamed of because she always watched people go ahead helplessly, which Sheen always wanted because nobody ever stood with him as equals. He always went ahead leading the way. It's simply beautiful from every angle, from every perspective. P.S. Don't worry about length too much as long as you feel like you have something to say. Your show, your rules, especially if it is related to the episode like this. I will do that, as I say always. I will start recording and I will keep recording until I'm done recording, and then I'll stop recording. I will never drag out a video, and I will never cut a video too short. Based on externalities. Like, if there are things to say, I will say the things. Chris Starzecki, Morpho exploding into fireworks, is mirroring their conversation during fireworks in San Magnolia. And KLI says, certainly episode 7 to be exact for clarification, where Lena promises Spearhead and Shine, I won't forget. Beans the Beans writes, the vital thing to the squad's survival is that to anime-only people, this is the ending, so far at least. Still, to the light novel, the source material, this is volume 3 of a currently 11-volume-long ongoing series, and there isn't a week or 3-month-long gap between the chapters. The difference in medium and the way they come out, which is why I get the narrative loss of the sacrifices, but still like the way that it is because I love those novels. Very fair. Super true. Dane Bird writes, I don't think what he holds in his right hand is violence, necessarily. I think the broken knife represents the fact that he couldn't cut out the symbol of the Reaper from himself. Additionally, it mirrors the idea that a knife that is too sharp will be used until it breaks. He is the knife. It feels like there's something else here, considering he's holding a shard of his brother's juggernaut, but the knife broke because he couldn't cut out the shard of the Undertaker. I'm not quite sure how to parse this. Neither am I. He's able to... Well, I am, actually. You can resolve trauma with somebody else, but there's scar tissue within you. Because you've been changed by their presence and their activities, even if you can resolve and forgive them to some extent. Something like that. And Layla says, your intro, it sounded like you were saying ooh woo and my ears bled. That was intentional. You're welcome. Enjoy. And finally, Valentina Gutierrez says, I need the next now. And I am happy to oblige, Valentina. Let's move toward it. So, our last episode, we had Shin versus the Morpho. Awesome emotional deep dive into Sheen exploding as a conscious being and dealing with some of his self-hatred. The framing with which he was viewing the world, the black bars open up into white bars, open up into open space, and a full frame as he envisions the world as it could be, as it really is potentially, not as the tiny filter that he has seen it through for so much of his life. And now we move on into the unknown, into the future. There's still Legion out there. But I can see the very first frame of this episode, and it looks like we are back to the most peaceful time that we've had in the show, which was the celebratory wintertime festivities that marked the not quite Christmas celebration in the cities. And with that as our backdrop, we re-enter the world of 86 for one last 24-minute episode. What will they do thematically to wrap this thing? God, this strikes me as the hardest job ever. You've got a series that is ongoing, that continues on, and your job is to wrap it in a way that both feels conclusive to the people who are anime only and going to remain that way, and serves as a hook to engage people in the possibility of purchasing and reading the novels that are the continuation of the story, and simultaneously leaves open the possibility that you're going to get queued for a second season of the anime, because it, maybe it was popular. And you have to do all of those. You have to do 3, normally mutually exclusive things. End the show satisfactorily, leave the show open, and leave it open to another show, or leave the show open for the source material, and leave it open to another show. All of these things are kind of at odds with each other, and it's why we see so many jank-ass endings to anime that stop at 1 cour or 2 cours when the novel series or manga goes onward. It's because it's a jank place to end. There's no ending there. You're just severing a bunch of threads before they actually conclude. But 86 has been pretty masterpiecey in these last couple of episodes, and so I would love to watch a masterclass in how to organize a finale to feel both fulfilling, final, and open. That would be very, very cool. What angle will we take on this? Will we march off into the sunset? Will we lead toward a split for all our characters and a new world opening up for them? Or will we end on a poignant emotional or romantic moment as perhaps Sheen and Lena actually finally face one another? Or none of the above? I don't know. But I'm excited to find out, and I'm excited to watch this last episode of 86, so let's get to it. I've got the episode up and ready to go. I've got Vita Winter's subs for the last time on this show attached and ready. There will be 2 versions, picture-in-picture, in the description, timer on YouTube, beep beep timer to count you down. Let's get into it. Oh, also, there's a poll. Cyberpunk Edge Runners is next. Beep beep timer. Okay. Same symbols, same stuff as before. God. Pop. Pictures. That's one way. Montage. Yeah, okay. Ah, it's home now. It's home now. Okaeri nasai. Okay. Tools. All based on their pursuits when they were, yeah, good housekeeping. All based on watching them and observing. So that Anju can cook. Yep. And encourage all their behavior. She wants to do fashion stuff. Oh, this lady. Ugh. Yeah. Ugh. Those are sick. Yeah, let's go. Rad. Oh. Yep. You change everyone's perspective by being rad as shit. And is Sheen cooking? He is cooking. He is creating instead of destroying, and he's not wearing a thing. We could montage the entire episode. It would be fine. That would be acceptable. Yep. Produced for everybody. Rad. Shock. Everybody's shocked. What? Eat this shit, motherfucker. Put it in your face, you idiot. Cool. Bought him some colored pencils and stuff. Pee. Time flies through another year. Okay. Balance. It's Lena. It's Lena! It must be. What if it isn't, though? Yeah, so it continues, right? It doesn't end. Yeah, they can regenerate so quickly. Cool, leaving openness and threat. War of attrition is not something we can win against robots. And that's Spearhead. Ha! It's the same. But it's the same, isn't it? But it's not the same because there's choice. It's the same situation, but it's completely different because of intent. Misplaced pity. Yeah. Huh. What if it's a bait and switch and it's not her? It has to be. It actually has to be. After all, they know each other. First to detect something something. The flowers. They're the same flowers. To whose grave go we? Ah. Are we gonna run to the sister? Is there a letter there? There's a letter there. Aw, shit. Is it gonna... Oh, no, 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 no. If that has something to Sheen, I'm gonna die. Fought for family and pride, huh? Yep, the letter. Yep. Yeah, it's for you, bro. It's you fucking, God, the little child, God. Right, it's not a goal for me. Yeah, who else is here? That's enough of a reason is to show it to somebody else. Cool. Oh, it's asshole guy. Good. Yeah, we can. Yeah. Yeah. Why don't you fight it? Whoa. Woo. That's what I'm here for. Aw, shit, she's here. He still takes the weight. Hi. Same flowers. He wrote a letter as well. Aw, shit, dog. What did you put on that letter? Oh, no! Yes, much better to remember him smiling than to remember him in hatred. Yes! Okay, rad. How can you can't. What did he? But he identifies with it now. Do you really need to carry that weight? Huh. It's a part of me. It's a part of me. Yeah. You've resolved some shit, dog. I could say. I can say easily, yeah, you've resolved some shit, bro. Fido Fido? Old Fido? Oh, is this is in the memorial. He's leaving Ray. Whoa, big. Yeah, hesitation. Can't do it. Uh-huh, what do you have to say? But it is the truth. It's the present. But you just did. Let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go, let go. You have to let go. We bring the song in again. Mm-hmm. Yes. Put it back. And the smile is natural and real. Thank you is the word that he needs to say. Yep. Gratitude. Forgiveness. And he's free. Ha. And he carries their weight still. Yep. Now that he's put this one thing aside, he can turn and face everything else. With a smile on his face! Fuck! Yeah. Boom, and it's another step forward into light. Let's go! Oh, it's perfection. Oh, it's perfection. Free like a bird. Not for yours. I have no reason of my own, so it's for them. Good, good, good. Shonen protagonist basics. Oomph. Okay, so we're switching, right? We're switching, right? Fuck yes. Show us the truth. December 26th, so it's 2 years later after that. Teppy is a dog. She's revisiting the place. Awesome. Fucking so sick. Ah. All of you. So it's the picture of all the people. Yeah. She holds them in her hands. The promise. What was that? What was that headache thing? And she salutes. Fuck. Fuck, it's good. But she thinks they're all dead too, right? And so she's letting go of them as well? Hey, Pops. Hi, Vaclav. Are you no faceu? No facey? No face? And many died. Not any of them. She's her own Reaper. The White Queen who bears the burden. Honestly, as it should be. Yep. They arrived. Wow. Huh. Yeah. 86? No, white pigs stay away. Oh, color stained all over the... Oh my god! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Well, that rocked me. That absolutely rocked me. The paint all over the statue. That rocks me. Color over the whitewashed Alba. Colorata win. Yeah, enjoy your oppression, fucked up assholes. I wonder. Right. They won't learn. They won't learn. Because they don't believe that they were wrong. Black and white. Black and white. Mm-hmm. Valiant. Glares from the Colorata. Or from the Giad. It's that same fucking guy. And now he's got all these pictures of him with Colorata. Ha! Fuck you. Or are they Legion? Are they Federacy soldiers? I can't tell. But she holds it together. What a douche. Yo, clean your desktop. What is this? Hmm. They fixed their relationship too. It's this monitoring that's going on. What? Oh. Or is there some kind of link? They must have some knowledge. No, it couldn't be. I can't believe it. It's impossible. Click. Yeah. Ooh. We're both going. Let's go. Yeah, where'd you get that anyway? She's gonna be the voice in the ear. It's partly, sort of. Dude, I can't wait for her and Lena and Hilda to all like fuck. H Lady, Spider Woman, to all come together. Lena. God, we got 7 minutes left. How much more can they fit into this fucking episode? There's so much already. Are they eliminating their names so that it's a surprise? Are they not telling her the names so it's a surprise? Fuckers. I think that's what they're doing. Oh, that's so silly. That's so silly. Not so, my guy. Recoloring in the faded and the broken. Cool. Turn, cut away. If it's gonna shatter, let it, but it hasn't shattered yet. Let's go. Oh, they met. Oh, yeah. Hello. Bloody Regina. Let's go. Oh, the two characters, they meet each other. Let's go. Ha, ha, ha. Damn right there is. Oh, he's showing him the names. She's gonna know. Dude, she's gonna know. These are the names that he carried with him. Click, 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 click. But their names aren't there. And his mech, wait, his mech is there. Oh, she can leave them behind in the same place? But she believes they're dead, I think. Interruption, interruption, interruption. Come on. Yeah, we leave them behind. Same step. Fuck you. Ah! Following them. Same reflection of the thing. You have to keep going, Sheen, because she's going to be looking at you on not a battlefield. Are we facing each other? Please tell me we're facing each other. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Fuck! There are 4 minutes left. No! Continue, continue, continue. Thank you. Oh, it's Fido. We're going to see it through the lens? We're going to see it through the Fido lens? Show me, 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 show me. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, God, the reaching forward. Like Sheen. If only. That's better. Whoa. Hmm. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. For sure. Fucking idiot is setting this thing up. What an ass. What an ass. Beep. Nope. Come here. Amazing. Hmm. Childhood dog. Fucking asshole. No, you spent the time remembering the dead. Time for you to meet your new team. Flip, flip, yep. Salute, salute, yep. Eye capture, yep. Click, click, cloud goes by, light. I know it. The light. There it is. It's not the first time. They're all fucking dying. Fuck you. Handla one. Almost fell out of my chair. Omega Pog. Yup, 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 yup. Let's go. Let's get the breakdown. Or we're gonna get a hard cut to Fiend. Eyes, tears. Drop them? She doesn't have to hold on. Yeah! You can let go because you don't have to forget. Or remember. Beautiful. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Excellent animation on the face as well. Awesome. Sick. Eye to eye, we gazed at each other. They all say the different names. Only partly. Is that gonna be our last lock-in frame? Oh, the rails end and diverge. The future is unknown, and so we can hold on a resolution of the primary thing while moving toward the future and doing it all at once. They did it! They did it! They did it! Look, they did it! What the fuck? God, how hard do you think that was? 8 and 6, bink and bonk. Awesome. God, so hard. We won't forget. Amazing. Dink, 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 link, link, click. They did it. Like, what else can I say here? Here we end it. They did it. They did the thing. They did the thing. They did it. They did it right. It is both open and resolved. It hits both sides. It shows us the missing pieces. It shows us the emotional turmoil before reaching out. It shows us Shin puts all of his things in place. Lena puts all of her things in place, and they are capable of meeting and actually seeing the truth of each other. Both of them step beyond the things that they were carrying, beyond the memorials, beyond the past, beyond their failures, beyond the people that they've harmed. They forgive themselves and find that they are actually forgiven. That a lot of the shame and shade that was cast upon them was selfish and comes from a place of wanting to love. That there are still immense problems in this world. That there are things that have not been solved. Not even close. And because they are both able to step in the same way into a brighter future, leaving behind the weights that they carry, the people that they've left behind in that same step into glorious light, grounded, head in the clouds. Because of that, they're able to stand and face one another and be. This is crucial, though, because this indicates to us something that we've suspected from the beginning, which is that Fido is, to some extent, a member of Shine's family. Perhaps the cybernetic thing that was his dog turned into a legion or something, which would indicate to me that maybe his family had more to do with, like, the creation of the legion and stuff like that than we would have otherwise expected, but I don't really care. It just means that he's a cyber dog, and he's Fido, right? But he's been there since Shin was literally a baby, and Shin may not even know it. But this dog watched Shin when he was child, and now Fido watches him as he goes through. That's spectacular to bring that in here at this point in the series, and grant us this like really nice cathartic confirmation of something that we truly expected. The general direction of this whole scene, with Fido lenses leaning into reality and pulling us out via the lens. Salute, salute, sunlight, eye. It's actually perfection. The cloud goes by, the name comes out, and the light shines upon her, and everybody chuckles because now with the light of truth upon both of them, boom, he speaks his truth and says the thing. And we get all of these things setting up where everybody is setting this up to be the perfect boy meets girl, right? With the Federacy president, and also the dude with the hair as like giving her a list of all of the people in her squad, and it doesn't list out the 5 that are the most important people in her entire existence. It's like, huh, why'd they do that? It's just to fuck with her. And it's perfection. The moment of seeing him is the moment that she can let go of the fear hope, of the uncertainty. It's uncertainty. It's like, this is fear hope. She thinks they're dead, but she holds on to them. She lets everyone else, all the others in the box go, but them she holds on to until this moment, where she doesn't have to hold on to that anymore. Not only does she not have to remember, she can make more memories. The lip twitches and quivers are exceptional. The eye line and face stuff is extraordinary. This is talking about an A1 Picture Show, by the way, who fuck their animation on faces up constantly. Constantly, they fail to make these scenes land. Constantly in A1 Pictures shows, emotional scenes of character faces do not land effectively. And this time they do. So there's something going on here. There's something more individual than there is systemic. Or A1 Pictures is getting their shit together. And I'd be happy about that. Because they're such a prolific studio that them getting their shit together means better anime all around. And that would be fucking awesome. Good God, what a masterpiece combined with the last episode. Click, click, click into pictures demonstrates to us some of what's going to go on. The flow between certain stuff and montage is excellent. The joke timing throughout the episode is extraordinary. The callbacks are all pretty much perfect. I love these moments as our characters exist fully as themselves within the world, and everyone turns and goes, "What the hell are you?" Well, what are they? They're integrated beings. They're beyond. They're Super Saiyans. They're fighters who can be part of culture as well. They're loving and generating good things into the world, and they're capable of things that nobody expects of them, and surprising each other with their talents and abilities. That's rad. Transition montage, move toward fighting once more, choices, as one would expect, and no worries because they already know the person. And we hold the line off, it's something like blah 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 blah, they already know her, right? And easy peasy. We've got to resolve this one last thing, Eugene rants. And it doesn't really come from this guy being there. Shin resolves this for himself, right? He says his apologies, and he takes radical responsibility. Even if it's not his fault, he says it is. There's a lesson there. There's a real lesson there in how to deal with interpersonal relationships. A real lesson is when there's conflict and you know you haven't done anything wrong, apologize anyway, and invite the other person to take responsibility for the situation. When you do, you say, I am capable of changing my relationship with this person. Because obviously I was capable of changing it in a negative way, even if it was their fault and I hate them for it and they're an asshole and such a jerk for being so petty and cruel and mean to me. Well, I don't know what I did wrong, but I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings. Is a great way to reach out. Because that will actually mend the thing, and it'll get them to actually talk about the things that they feel hurt about. And even if they're not a well-integrated person who can't deal with those things themselves and can't actually talk them through and is incapable of matching their emotional side with their logical side, opening up the floor to them is going to be a lot better than just leaving the conflict static. This is excellent. And this guy has been in self-torture this entire time, because he has deflected his blame on self toward Shine, and he's co-opted this child's, like, frustrations in order to turn her, to weaponize her, and he's destroyed about it. And Sheen takes a second and thinks before he acts. There's a lesson there, too. Takes a solid second and thinks, watches this guy's collapse, turns and says, Arukata. Sorry. And leaves a photo. A different kind of memory for her. It's good to see him smiling, right? And all that hatred is broken. And Sheen walks away in ethereal light. Free. Free of that burden. He's put it away. It's done. Then we come to this question. Aren't you going to change your personal mark? You don't need to be this Reaper anymore. It's a bad omen, isn't it? And he says, how can it be a bad omen if it's been with me for 6 years? And I've survived this whole time. It's an internal shift. It's not a monstrous thing. It's a responsibility. It's a privilege, even, to be able to wear that mark. We see this in broader culture, too. Things that are shameful or degrading, words that are shameful or degrading or hurtful get repurposed and reappropriation, reclamation, or resignification, the cultural process by which a group reclaims words or artifacts that were previously used in a way disparaging of that group. Well, you can do that as an individual. If the label that is upon you that feels like it's a burden is Reaper, change your perspective and it's no longer a burden. There's a lesson there. It's like if you take a bunch of people in the last couple of days have called me cringe for a thing that I posted. I take that and I represent myself as such. I am cringe. Hear me roar. Like, great. Armor, man. That's mine now. How are you going to hurt me with it? If I'm an embodiment of it. How can being the Reaper hurt Sheen if he is and has been the Reaper? If it is the source of his identity? Well, he's no longer at odds with it. Right? He is the captain, and he is the Reaper. And I think for the first time in the entire show, after this, first off, he admits he is the Reaper. He puts away his brother, despite holding on to it for this long. And in that process, steps into the shoes that image represents, because that image is a twisted version of his brother's symbol. Very well, paint it. I think I'm okay. I can move forward. And he does. And he takes the step out of here and turns toward the reality, toward the things that he must face with a smile. He's capable of facing the burdens because he's put down the burdens of the past. Flash, flash, flash. A colored Undertaker. He says it himself for the first time. I am the Reaper. Everyone else has labeled him Reaper. You are the Reaper. He is the Reaper. He is dangerous. He is this. He's a bad omen. Now he says, I am this. Fight me. Rad. And he takes the step out into the light, feet on the ground, head in the clouds. Free as a bird, facing endless stars of enemies. Hordes and hordes of darkness. But the sky is free because we fly together. 5 of us. 6 of us. Bam. For their sake. Bam. We salute and we switch. Symbols, symbols, reflections of the same. Fear. Unknown. And similarly, going to a gravesite, putting things down and putting things back. Representing the past in an effective way to the people that matter to her and to herself. Explaining it to us as well, and showing us the change that has happened, as there has been an inversion of the power hierarchy. The false symbol, the twisted justice of Santa Magnolia is shattered and painted over with scattered chaotic color. This rocks me. This absolutely rocks me. We have tumbling buildings in the background, and a headless, armless statue that was holding a sword and pointing the way is now impotent and unseeing and only a torso, and her head is fallen by the wayside, and all of it is colored in the colorata. Goodbye. Her crown is shattered. Her face is broken. Her eyes unseeing. And she is painted over with a multicolored smorgasbord of color. Ooh, that rocks me. That is visual fucking storytelling right there. And we see this divide that continues, but there are bits of it that aren't divided. There's tension here, obviously. This doesn't go away. And when you switch a dynamic like this and you have people who have been the down and underclass treating the former upper class as a reversal, that's gonna get weird. And people are conflict-driven and entitled and assholes. Can't you coloreds treat us equally? And we've got this brewing resentment amongst them. But they hold it the fuck together. How did it end up like this? How indeed? Well, it could not be this way. There can be no punishment for a citizenry that's not aware of its crimes. If you spank a child and the child doesn't know what they did wrong, what have you done to the child? What did you actually just do? You caused them harm with no benefit. If you beat a group down and they don't think they've done something wrong, you're failing them and yourself and justice. And so re-education is necessary, education is necessary, explanation is necessary, integration is necessary. Things that are all, to a large extent, necessary in our real world, because there's a lot of this sort of racial and cultural tension going on that's all stupid, and it would all go away if people understood that people are people are people are people. But for some reason they don't. And so the allegory comes full circle. Even though it's not complete, it comes full circle, and it's just extraordinary. It's really, really, truly extraordinary. And part of the glory of this ending is that there are all these bigger, broader, unsolved questions. Like, is Uncle right fundamentally? Is there a way to teach the Alba what they have done wrong? Is there a way to reintegrate these destroyed peoples who should be capable of working together? The Federacy of Giad says, obviously there is, but the Federacy of Giad hasn't been integrating Albas and 86 into their whole society at once. They haven't been trying to reintegrate a society that was culturally split down the middle for maybe decades? I don't know. How long? Years at least. That's a much harder task than taking a still fundamentally democratic society that emerged naturally, evolved naturally out of the ashes of a fallen hierarchy, the fallen empire. All right, we get the cat, and it's implied that it's the same cat. It's unknown to me whether that could even be. Fuck this guy. Fuck this guy so much. This is such a perfect picture, isn't it? It's such a perfect picture. We get these two Colorata looking and watching, and we get him using flowery language to cover his own damned ass as everyone watches him as he sweats it out and as he takes these brand new pictures of like, no, I totally love people of color. Totally love people of color. Have never been a racist asshole. Ever. None of that stuff. Hey, I adopted kids of different races. Like, what? What are you talking about, man? I'm a great guy who's part of the new progressive system. Go back to the mid-1800s and the end of the Civil War, and I'll bet you'll find plenty of plantation owners who are like, "Oh no, I am working for the justice for look, I love they're part of my family. This is my family. No, I'm an upstanding one who ignored the fact that I fought in the war and have enslaved these peoples for decades and made all my profit off it. Look at me now. I'm using my profit to give them stuff, and I'm so good. Please don't murder me or lynch me. Like, please don't murder me for being evil. I've come around." But he hasn't. He's just saving his own skin. And I love that the cat knows it. We get the twitchy eyes as he's like, he's constantly looking over to the Colorado, right? He's changing his perspective based on the judgment that he is receiving, which is reasonable and is what he should be doing. But everybody's giving him this look that's like, well then. Aha, I knew you would agree. Of course, this is wonderful. And the cat snarls at him. And that's our emotional touchstone for the sequence, is like, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. This guy is scum trying to save his own ass. But to some extent, faking not being a racist asshole is to some extent better than being a racist asshole, so we gotta let it slide, because improvement is improvement is improvement is improvement. But we can still snarl at this fuckboy. Ugh. I love that we've resolved the situation between these two characters effectively. Their genuine love for each other and ability to overcome it is excellent. And I love that we just see these flashes of that day when Lena took a stand, and the respect that they've gained. It's really cool. And then, of course, the indication that how did they do this without an 86? Very interesting. And it gives hope. Hope. Interesting. Weird. And she's going too, and that's really great. And our squad of other people is there, and we give them the names, and we move toward the end, and we see the rebuilding. We question the possibility that a future is a maybe as we rebuild and work together to draw faces and people. Welcome true the Republic of San Magnolia. All drawn over. It was much simpler, and now it is much more expansive with much more difference. And look, there are colored individuals holding hands. There's something to this. It's like kintsugi. This is an image of the perfect society, children playing with cool animals and stuff. And that image is shattered by war and conflict and destroyed. And then it is filled in with different things that are not quite the same. And somehow it's more correct. Oh, we bring her in and we show her the fucking location. And she lets go. And we move into the thing and we talked about the thing, but God, it's so fucking good. We see all of this set up through Fido's eyes, which is extraordinary and really, really good. And do the thing with that. And there are these reversal moments where it's like flip to the here, bam, bam, we've been here before. This is the time when it comes into fruition and comes together properly and correctly. And now it is all together. And our two main leads, star-crossed, destined lovers and fighters, white and black, they come together. Not the Queen and the Knight, but the Queen and the Reaper. Perfect. Thanks for watching 86. 10 out of 10. For these last couple episodes, 10 out of 10. Overall, maybe in the 9+ range. I might have to think about it. masterpiece worthy in these last couple episodes, though. I look forward to its return to animation because I expect that it will. I could be wrong, but I have hope. Thanks so much for watching my reactions. I hope you've gotten something out of them. I'll see you for whatever comes next on Friday. Peace.